Test 1, 2, 3. Probably bad internet connection. I don't know, man. What's going on? I'll be watching. GG. G to the G. Let me copy. What's going on here in my beautiful channel? Hey, by the way, guys, if you're not yet subscribed or you're not in my Discord channel, shame on you. Shame on you. Welcome everybody. Merhaba. Goeiedag. Bonjour. What do I do? I'm live. I'm live. Live. Paste. We can't. Pourquoi? We can. What's going on? Kuyanatar. I love you. You made me fall in love with Golang. Hey, who is this? Ulu. Ulu Wamuyawa Dosmu. Damn, that's crazy. Buenas saludos. What's going on, brothers? What's cooking? What is cooking? Getup.com and DM Hollywood. Why is the blind homies not being served today? First of all, I want to do a big shout out to Troy Gilman 0. Why? Because he made such a good how do you say that? Good work in Hollywood. Good work. What's going on? Osmin Osm Uluwa Muyilwa. Damn, man! You can't pronounce the name. It's get a nickname or something. I mean, get a nickname. Like Jimmy or Jones or something like that. Something simple for a simple man like me. Timmy. That could also be a good name. Timmy. Henk. Lars Knip. Henk. Henk Sariman. What's going on? So what's the final result on the run base? You got some kind of a plan on this one? Good. We're gonna discuss all of this stuff. Run base, actually. What's going on with run base? Things still online? Run base AI. It is. I removed the models because people found the hack. Ay, caramba. Thank you very much for your work. Hey, thank you so much, Andre Dasuk. Mansour Baitar, what's going on? Mansour, my Moroccan friend. How do you say that? Salam alaikum. Salade in the com. Look, that's my first and my last name. Hey, so what's the... Where are we here? Damn, chat's going... How many languages do you speak? Actually, 2. But I fake it, you know what I mean? I fake it. People think I'm a perfect French speaker, but I ain't. But I fake it till I make it, you know. He speaks 2 languages, but people think I speak 20, you know. I can speak perfect Spanish as well. Did you say something already about Drovness in New Jersey? What the hell is that? Can I do this without being banned? Drovness. Drovness, New Jersey. What the fuck is going on? And why is this white? I'm getting flashbanged. Who is this? Why is it suddenly white? What's going on? Because black lives do matter. Where is this? There should be like one button here. Like a button. Man, where is the thingy, man? Where's the toggle? Where the fuck is this toggle? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. What's going on here? Oh, the drones. Yeah. I have no fucking clue what's going on. Nobody's talk about it. What's your packet on the Arena package? I think the Arena package, by the way, Golang Arenas, I think it's basically deprecated, isn't it? Golang Arena. Because why? The majority of the Golang developers are just like they are an upgrade, and they don't know why they should use Arena for. Most people have no benefit using Arenas. And if you should have a use case for Arenas, you probably selected the wrong language, in my opinion. Never used it. Never used Arenas. Oh no, basically Arenas is to, if you have a bunch of points needs to be allocated, you can use Arenas, so it basically groups them, whatever, something like that. Can I even explain it? Because I'm a simple man. The hardest thing in life is to explain complex things in a simple way. And that's something that a lot of people criticized me on my YouTube channel. That's why I also stopped making tutorials, because people always criticized that the things that I say are not 100% reflecting with the truth. But the problem is that if I tell you exactly how it works, a lot of people will just have a brain fart. So you need to slightly introduce complex problems by simplifying it and build on top of it. If you directly explain how a woman works, that's not gonna end up well. At least you reflect and practice what matters the most. I always wondered why you look familiar. Because I look like a couple people. First of all, Johnny Sins. First of all, why is he in an astronaut pack? Can I click it? Johnny Sins. You know what I mean? Then there's the first one. And then we have GSP. GSP. UFC, because UFC, this one, Saint Pierre, kinda. Who else do we have? I don't know, some other people. There's like this Dorian Golang developer. No, it's not Dorian. I know, this is like a Golang developer I look like as well. Just 80% of all bald men. Yeah, that's the thing. Like my family, my girlfriend, each time they see Mr. Proper. Actually, to be honest, guys, Mr. Proper. He's gonna be the classic MS Proper. This one is totally me, Mr. Proper. How can we zoom in? How can we have a clear view on Mr. Proper? This is Mrs. Proper. This guy here. This is me as well. I'm getting into a forum. If you want and you have nothing to do, you can actually click like random stuff, and then you go into these places on the internet nobody has been before. Like, where are we? We are in some forum. No clue. Hey Scotty, my car still trams line with the summers on. And they're UOM 2011 wheels, so 17 by 8 plus yada yada yada. Doesn't get much proper than that. Wider tire is more tram lining. Anyway. PS in order. Okay, good. Right. So yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, so they basically everybody that's basically bald, they compare me with it. As if bald is weird. No. It's the new style. It's the new thing. It's 2025. I'm setting a new trend. Increase. I'm reading Nightbot messages. The bald Dutch footballer. Oh yeah, Arjen Robben, of course. Arjen Robben as well. Arjen Robben. The GOAT. This guy. Actually, he may be Arjen Robben. Look at him. What a player, huh? This little guy here from the Netherlands. He was very good. Jeff Bezos as well. Look at this, Jeff Bezos. Holy shit. Jeff Bezos. Look at him. Yeah. Zizou. Oh, man. Exactly. Here. What the hell? Brave AI. Just press ZE and he knows exactly what I'm looking for. Isn't that crazy? Is it luck? Or what is this? This is like, boom. Look at him. Jason Statham. I'm not gonna say anything, but all the bald guys, they are very... Jason Statham. This guy. Look at him. No Joker. Steve Ballmer. Who's that? I don't know Steve Ballmer. Oh yeah. As the CEO of Microsoft. Look at him. Yeah, he's like... He's cooked, you know? He's probably rich and all that stuff, but I mean... He looks like my grandpa, I'm not gonna lie. He looks like my grandpa, you know? He's a little bit out of shape. If you see all the other guys, they are all in shape. And being in shape is very important. If you're in shape, does not mean you need to be like this social media, how do they call that? Not a social media stereotype kind of shape, but just in shape in general. You look good. The same thing with the guy from the UFC. How is his name? How can I forget his name? What's his name? Bruce Willis. What is fucking name? God damn it. UFC CEO. Dana White. God damn it. Look at him. He was fat here. But now he's in shape. Does he need to... Wikipedia needs to change his picture. He's so cooked. Look at that. But now he's in shape. He saw the light. He's in shape. He's also addicted to gambling. Dana White, yeah. TRT, yeah, it is. TRT is important, but at a certain age. Because at a certain point of time, your body will, you can do whatever you want, but at a certain 50, 60, actually 50 maybe, 45 is a good time to get some TRT going, because I think it's very healthy. Like Jeff Bezos, did you see him? He's so fucking cracked on the TRT, it's crazy. Holy shit. Joe Rogan, yeah, but Joe is on I don't think Joe is on TRT. He's Joe Rogan. He's on something else, man. This guy he's fucking jacked, man. He's Joe is on what is this link? I cannot click links. That's the problem. Joe Rogan. Good podcast, by the way. You should all watch these podcasts. Very important. Very, very educational, I would say. Very educational. Okay. So let's actually start with explaining you guys how my year actually went. What happened. I'm gonna see that I'm drawing in the boundaries of my orthographic camera. So what happened this year? So if I remember correctly, are we in the 60% zoom level? Shit. How do I do this? Hey, yo, Anthony, what's up? Today I'm gonna binge your distributed file storage video. Thanks, bud, for sharing your knowledge. No worries, man. Hey, I wish you the best of luck. It's a very cool series, I'm gonna lie. The good thing is that if you follow these things, one, they are completely for free. And the second thing is that if you follow this series, you're gonna have, because it's Golang, and Golang is very simple, you're gonna have a lot of knowledge about Golang. Because that series covers basically everything, right? So it's very good. Okay, so what happened this year? So I started out very strong in Jan. I think what I was doing, I think I was doing the fan-made V1, the fan-made V1 stuff. Then here in February, not the best year to be honest. In February, I had some trouble at home. That took like 2 months, so I quitted fan-made, came back in March, went strong on the videos, did the Kafka and the Redis thing, and even get this distributed file system video, get it up to free code camp and all that stuff. We were going very strong. But then I think it was March. How does the months go? January, February, March, April, May. I think around this time I got a knockback. How do I get this knockback? Reddit. So I was doing my best. I also released HTMX stuff. Yeah, I remember the HTMX stuff. We weren't doing HTMX. We were going places, you know. And I was browsing Reddit. Wait, that's not major content. What the hell? This page me. Yeah. Here, Anthony Scam School membership. Look at that. So then I came here 6 months ago. It's actually exactly what I meant, right? This is actually another one. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I came into these things, and then you need to understand that making videos, making tutorials, streaming is a very, very time consuming. You cannot underestimate that. So every content creator, big or small, it's very hard, right? A lot of people try the YouTube business, but a lot of people fail because it's hard. It's very hard. And I saw this. Well, people in my community, let's me zoom in here. How can I fucking... I can't zoom in. I can't zoom in. So I come to Reddit and I see these things, and okay, a little bit of a hate. I know you cannot be loved by everybody. I understand that. And yeah, I'm on Twitch. Yeah, I saw this and I was reading these comments, and normally every comment was bad. I don't think it was this Reddit post. It was another Reddit post, and there are a lot of Reddit posts about me. No good ones, right? And everybody was mad. Like there was no single. Normally there's always a guy that stands up, right? There's always a guy that calm down, boys, blah blah blah. But it was nobody. Everybody was bashing on me, like I'm a scam and I cannot program and I don't know what I'm doing, and oh man. And I was reading and I was thinking by myself, why the fuck am I doing this? Why the hell am I doing this? All these idiots, these broke idiots, overweight, never seen the inside of a vagina, ugly losers are saying this. I said, fuck it. I had enough. I don't need to do this YouTube thing. I don't care. If my YouTube goes to 0, hey, GG, I can move on with my life and I don't need to feel guilty because nobody is waiting for me. So I said, fuck it. I went on a vacation to Albania with Teddy from the community. Went to Teddy. What a beautiful piece of human being that is. Went to Dermir, which is the south of Albania. Very beautiful. It's with Greece and all that stuff. Next to Greece is bay, blue water, yada yada yada, very hot. Went on an extended vacation in the summer. I'm just sketching you how things go in life, right? And here I asked my girlfriend to be my wife. in Albania. So we're gonna get married next year in 6 months. Why? Why do I ask her to marry me? Because she's the only person that accepts me as I am. You know what I mean? I can be myself, and I think that's very important, right? A woman is a woman, and they all do their things. A man is a man, and a man does his things. But I can just be me without being judged. So, hey, that's a keeper, innit? So we're getting married. A beautiful girl. I'm gonna lie, she's very beautiful. She's 37. What is this? What's going on here? So she's 37, I'm 38, and she's fucking hot. You know what I mean? Very important as well. So that's happened here. Of course, in this period, a lot of shit happened at 11U as well. So for the people that don't know, 11U is the company I co-founded, and yeah. So some stuff going on. Can't disclose. So I quit there. Quit 11U. And then we are around... Where are we here? August, September. If you think about it, a year goes fast, innit? So we're gonna be September here. I'm gonna September. Yeah, something like that. So September goes on, and I was thinking about AI again. I had a lot of time to think, right? So it's like 3 months that I was thinking about stuff. Exploring a lot of languages, was writing Ruby, was writing PHP, I was doing everything. Next, I touched everything. You know what I mean? I cheated on every language that was possibly there just to get things going. And in September, I thought, hey man, I need to pick up FanMade again. I need to pick up FanMade. And I will go back to the chat in a second. Yeah, and I gathered my brother Ashton. Well, my brother. Somebody from the community. I call him my brother. He's from another mother. And we just, figured things out again. FanMade. We said, man, come, we're gonna do this. AI girlfriends. It's nice. It's gonna make a lot of money. Let's do this. We are way better, which we are. But sometimes things happen. And we do FanMade. We recreated the models, recreated the website, all that stuff was pretty good. Spent like 1 month on this, I think. Launched FanMade. But the problem is that what I actually underestimated when making something like FanMade, I will put up the site, doesn't really matter, we can do that. Something like this, very hard to market. A lot of people think it's easy, but it's not. Why? Because it's not safe for work. And if you're doing things that is not safe for work, nobody is going to back you up. There is not going to be a payment provider. There is not going to be any single platform that wants you on there. No ads. No nothing, basically. Legit nothing. You cannot be on nothing. Everything bans you. Legit everything bans you. So what happens then you need to come up with creative ways to market, and these ways are a little bit unethical, and that's where I draw the line as well, right? That's where I draw the line. A little bit of a naked and a little bit of a chat and a little bit of a, we are men and women as well. We are human beings, we have emotions, but at a certain point of time, if you need to be unethical to get your thing in the market, like ads and fake ads and a lot of other stuff, then it stops for me, and then I learned again, right? So doing stuff, marketing stuff that's not safe for work, stay away from that. Don't do that. Very hard. It's incredibly hard. Don't do it. All right? That's that. Another thing learned, right? You could say, is that a waste of time? I don't think so. We learned a lot. And that's basically what happens. That's the most important thing. All right. After FanMade, I thought, okay, cool. Let's get the YouTube channel going, because I was away for 3 months or something, I think. Let's get the YouTube going. So we make a lot of YouTube videos again. Not a lot, but some. And now we are here. somewhere in this area. Right, November, December right now, but you know what I mean. That's my year. What do you think about the year, guys? You can see that on the internet, a lot of people are always happy and they are always successful. But in reality, it's not always like that, right? It's not always like that. I think 2023 was a very good year. My YouTube channel grew a lot and it was a very good year. I think 2024 didn't look too good in my opinion, you know? So, but that's how it goes. Progression, like I said, is not linear. Progression is something that can go very deep. But hey, you learn and you grow. You know what I mean? That's my year. Tell me about your year. Tell me about everything. What's going on? I have a flashlight here in my... Why? That's my year, boys. Did you see the H1B visa bullshit on Twitter? But what's going on? Let me see. What do we need to check? What do we need to investigate here? Twitter. The Tesla Solana coin. I cannot talk about crypto because nothing to say about crypto. I don't know anything about crypto, boys. Bro, I had a good year. Knowledge-wise, not gonna lie. Learned a lot of stuff from you that I otherwise wouldn't have learned. Mansoor, thank you so much. Hey, man. Wish you the very best. What's going on, Clark? 2025 is going to be crazy with the change in country leadership. They had a huge fight on immigration on Twitter. H1B visa. How can I search for this? Visa. We're gonna talk a little bit about the future of development as well, and what you should be doing to get yourself, in my opinion, my narrative, my ideas. Right? I'm not the oracle. What's going on here? Investigate journalism. I don't know what I need to find about the 1HB visa thingies. If somebody can give me a TLDR, that would be nice. Do you use Blue Sky? Nope. You don't know anything about crypto. But the thing is, like, crypto is just... man, it doesn't evolve, man. It doesn't evolve. I was there. I made a lot of money in crypto, and a lot of career opportunities came from crypto in the beginning. And if you see crypto now... where did we evolve? There is no evaluation. It didn't evolve like it needed to be. Web3, bullshit, garbage. Web3 is actually complete garbage. If you're a Web3 developer, you're doing your job 100% completely wrong. And I don't know why. Like I mentioned this previous stream that I wanted to test payments with Coinbase for my app. And it was $1. It was $1 fucking I needed to pay. And if I want to pay with ETH, it costs me $6 for transaction fee. And then people say, yeah, but you don't need to use ETH, okay? Why is this coin? What is it made for? You need to use something else. Okay, no problem. Let's use Base from Coinbase. Let's use that coin because it's apparently like very, very low transaction fees. Okay, but then I need to swap. Okay, I swap via MetaMask. The worst experience in my life, and that's me, an engineer that worked in crypto, that knows how the things work. Bullshit popped up on my screen. I have no clue if it's legit or not, but I just trust it and I click OK. Because I have no clue what is going on. The problem is that I could not swap it. Why? Because I didn't have enough. I had USDT, but not enough ETH, and I needed ETH to swap it, and I had not. I was so I couldn't do anything. Like I was stuck, and I didn't know where was my money. Is it in Base? Is it where are these coins? It's garbage. And instead of solving the problem, so my grandmother, my neighbor, can use crypto to pay, but they can't because I can't. Why would they do it? The thing. instead of solving it, what they do is they create more coins, more chains, more, how do you call that? More layers on top of layers on top of layers. Why? And there's nobody that makes money. There are only a couple that makes money, and that's basically the Uniswaps. The Uniswaps and the exchange are the only thing that make money. And all these other protocols, they don't make any single fucking piece of money. The only way they make money is by you. You know, when you dump your fucking money in it, and you, yeah, it's like... Crypto is fucking shit, man. Sol stands for solved. Yeah. Don't use MetaMask for swap. Yeah, but what do I need to use then? Tell me, what do I need to use? Choose Zinix chain. Holy shit, man. Alright, what's going on here? And each time I talk about crypto on my channel, the whole Discord gets scammed. for months. And then I need to spend, me and my mods, we need to spend like the whole fucking day calm everybody down by all these impersonators. It happens all the fucking time. So I don't do any crypto anymore. Like, it's crazy. I think my pinned message is watch out for scammers. Here, it's again, can you read this? It's again the time of the year where scammers try to impersonate me. This is not the first time, and also will not be the last. I will never send you a friend request. Take care, just ignore, report and move on. Here, this... people getting scammed all the fucking time. So, crypto, not good. Not good crypto, man. What is this? Okay, wait, I saw some cool stuff. I'm not gonna lie, your videos design patterns are great. I wrote a kernel extra filter security with Go in user space. It's freaking fast and good pattern help you keep. Thanks, man. Thanks. I don't know, the patterns, are they good or are they bad? I don't know. I just do stuff, you know what I mean? And I look things up as well. And I see what if things work, if things make sense, I just utilize them, and otherwise I just drop it, you know. I like your accent. You're amazing in teaching. Thanks for making content. Thank you so much, Adita Vyas. As someone who is in the industry for a long time, do you think that a junior developer or software engineer should learn more about software architecture rather than learning programming the language, like programming languages? Well, I think a lot of people coming into the programming space, they have a wrong assumption of what programming is. And that's a little bit our fault as tech creators. I'm not going to say it's my fault, but because a couple things I can say here, and with my ADHD, I cannot decently explain, so I'm going to jump all over the place. But programming is basically just this, right? This is what you want. What you want. I'm gonna keep it very simple, because I'm a simple man. What do you want? Could be anything. It could be, I don't know, a database, an application where users can whatever, an e-commerce website, a distributed file storage, whatever. Something what you want, what you need. And then, for example, how I started out, I was a gamer. We needed to have a clan website. So that's what I wanted. How do I do that? Well, I pick some language, write some code, and I get what I want, right? So it basically starts with a language. You pick a language, and then you program. and then you get what you want. It's that simple. So what's happening in the space right now is that people are stuck with a language, right? Because you have a bunch of them, right? You have a bunch of languages here. They are stuck. What a lot of people think is that if you can write a certain language very well, that you're a good programmer, but that's not the case. There are a lot of people that can write programming language very well. They can write Rust very well. They can write C++ very well. They can write Golang very well, or Python or whatever. But that doesn't actually mean they are very good at programming, right? That's the thing. You should actually just focus on this part, in my opinion, on programming. And how do you get this in the most simple way? That's the first thing. But the problem is people are already stuck by the programming language, and then they are stuck by the architecture because they need a distributed system, or they need a website. I don't know, they want to make a new Omegle, or they want to make the new Netflix. And they are basically already making architecture designs and what database do we need and microservices and this and that, and TypeScript is going to be too slow. We need to have something else. Let's pick Rust. And why? Just write fucking code the simplest way, right? And once you have your solution, then you're going to see if it's going to work. How many users can we support? I don't know. We have 100 users. We are already fucking bottlenecked. Okay, why? Oh, we don't have this, blah, blah, blah. And then you basically iterate. You know what I mean? But people never make something. People never make a complete project that's being used because they are stuck. They are stuck in this wall here. You know what I mean? They are stuck here. And that didn't exist when I started programming. There was no YouTube. There was no Twitter. There was nothing. So nobody could influence me. Nobody. So I just figured it out myself. And that's where you actually learn. That's where you are free. There is nobody that tells you what to do, because how? They're gonna not call you. Like, hey, no, there is nothing. So it's a double-sided knife, because the information you have at your availability is also a benefit. That was the information that I did not have when I started out. I didn't have that. But I think you right now get too much information, and that's also not good, right? Because back in my day, if I wrote some code, I needed to copy paste the code and paste it into a forum, and there was no such thing like syntax highlighting or indentation. It was just copy a fucking PHP file and paste it in a forum. And the guys needed to copy that, paste it in their editor, reformat it before they could read it. After a couple of days, somebody fixed the problem, posted it back on the forum, and I need to copy it back. After a couple of days. That's how it worked. And everybody was friendly. You know? Now it's not. Now it's not the case. If you post a thing on Reddit, or you post on Stack Overflow, or even on Discord, people are gonna say it's a duplicated one. Get your fucking lazy, stupid noob question out of here. Go to Google, fucking idiot. That's how it works today. It didn't happen back in my day. People were friendly. People took the time to format your code because there was nothing else. So, but we didn't have all the information. So we needed to figure it out ourselves. You guys have a lot of information. You can have like 400 videos on Golang only on my channel. And then you have Malky, you have Primogen, you have all these guys. They are very good, you know? So, yeah. The best advice that I can give you is focus on programming. Lean and mean, as dirty as possible to get what you want. Because once you know how to program, you can write every single language. Every fucking language. Legit everyone. Every language. Python, JavaScript, Golang. You just pick it up without any problem. Because This is the language is not important. It's basically 10%. That's it. It's 10% of coding. Programming languages are not important at all. Not. Believe me, not important. HDHD. Lots of money is what I want. Takes a long time. Programming, I believe, a complete finite state machine if it requires a stack space for process when it ends sometime. What? It's too complex. Just read code. Yeah, just read code. Execute it. If it not works, change something and run it again. And at a certain point of time, it just your logical brain will just get used to it. When did you start programming? 20 years ago. So the best time to learn programming was somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I think so, actually. That's a good question. What was the best time to program? I don't think right now it's a good time. It's the worst time. And I said it on my Discord. If I was my age back then, I wouldn't actually be a programmer. It's so toxic. It's such a toxic space to be in. Really is. It's very toxic. Because you can't do any, you can't do anything good. You know, or it's so bad. Bah. And they feast, right? The majority feasts on everybody. That's how it goes. Like how his money is being made. It's very simple. You have the majority, the mediocre. How do you call that? Mediocrity. The mediocrity is here, right? People that aspire somebody. These are all mediocre developers on Twitter and on Reddit, right? They all want to make it. 100 days of code. Get fucked. 100 days of code. So then we have the top of the food chain. You know what I mean? You're all fish. You're all fish swimming in the water. You know what I mean? You're buying split keyboards, and another one is making money from it. You know? Oh, he's using split keyboard. And Vim, we need to do this as well. Because if I do not have a split keyboard, I suck. So I'm going to have a split keyboard. You're going to buy a split keyboard, buy an affiliate link. And it's making money. You know what I mean? Hey, I want to use Vim. Yeah, buy my Vim course. You buy a Vim course, you're going to still suck. You're going to still sit there with your hands, with your split keyboard in Vim. And you're going to kill yourself in a day. You know what I mean? We discussed this as well on a previous stream. So the mediocrity is here, and then you have a couple people here, and then what they do is just sell. They just sell you. You're going to say, hey, listen, TypeScript, this is a new paradigm. I just invented a new paradigm. It's the paradigm of isolated components. Onents. Here, buy my course. Because you suck. Buy it with this new paradigm, isolated components, onents, you're gonna be a super good TypeScript developer. Some other guys, no, listen, Laravel is the shit. We all gonna drive a Lambo. Here, buy my course. You know, and you buy the course, you still suck, and they get richer. You know what I mean? That's how it works. The same thing with the indie, the most cringe community in the whole world, the indie dev community. The indie hacker community is the same thing, right? So, where is my Excalibur here? Hey, brutally honest. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Here, you have a group of you have this one guy. His name is Peter Levels. This guy is a genius. Not gonna lie, Peter Levels, right? And then he gets an audience, and he's this developer, this independent developer, that basically hacks together his startups, which is nice, right? A single PHP file with jQuery and all that stuff. And he makes these startups, and he's traveling the world, right? He's traveling the world, India, whatever, Indonesia, with his laptop, right? The cool coder. Let me find some pictures of that. Peter Levels, and he cracked the code, right? He cracked the fucking code. Not gonna lie. Here, Peter Levels, right? He's right. This guy. Here, is his Levels? Here, people want to be like him. Why not? I think he's watching an echography or something from somebody impregnated on an island. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so people aspire that because they are stuck in their job and they want to be like Peter Levels. And then you have this little community on Twitter, and they call it the indie hacking community. So people are making like all tools, like all these tools, and they sell to each other. Is this rabbit hole, right? This is a fucking rabbit hole. They launch a tool, like Danny Postma, the same, and some others. They launch it. They have so much following, right? That's where we're gonna end up next. Thing we need to discuss. They have so much following that whatever these guys do, people are gonna buy it, and they have no, and they don't see that. They are making, so they are trying to indie hack. They are trying to make a startup, which of course it's not gonna work because it's hard. And then this guy makes a book, and then this other guy, his name Marc Louvain, these make these SaaS boilerplates. They launch it in their community, everybody buys it, and these guys are millionaires, and the other ones, they are still broke. That's how it's funny. That's how it works. So you have this fish, you have the sharks are here, and then here is the people that aspire them and wanna be programmer, wanna be a startup founder, and the only thing they do is buy from these guys, and they stay mediocre. Sorry. Of course, sometimes somebody escapes, right? Of course, there are thingies. The same is in the programming space, right? The same is in the programming space, and I have courses as well. So, hey, I'm not going to say that I'm the Holy Grail, that I'm Santa Claus, but that is in the programming thing as well. You have a bunch of people, right, in the programming space, and they aspire their idols, and whatever these idols do, it doesn't really matter. They're gonna believe it, they're gonna adopt it, and they're gonna take it for granted and buy anything what these guys do. The indie dev community, GDP bigger than a third world country. Mark Lou, that's him. But Mark Lou. And the thing is, these guys have no companies, right? They have no companies. Like you can just see through these things, right? They have no fucking companies. But they aspire, and that's the thing. They look up, and they buy anything. So that's the thing. If you want to get the world shifted completely, right? So back when I was younger, how companies worked is that you build a company and you scale that company to what they call a unicorn. You don't hear that word anymore, unicorn. Back in my day, like Twitter, Airbnb, these were the unicorns. Stripe, they scale to a unicorn. That's how it worked. But now it's not anymore. Now it's so hard to market. The market is so saturated with all these startups and all the boom, the startup boom is happening, right? It's oversaturated. And you can see it in the job market as well. Right? Everybody was creating these unicorns. There was a lot of VC money coming in and a lot of hiring. And now it's all layoff. And now it all is shifted to a single person that creates a community of 2 people. He keeps posting, he keeps engaging in his community, makes a Reddit page, or makes a Discord page, makes a YouTube channel, and he gets more people, and more people, and more people, and more people. At a certain point of time, this guy creates a complete community about it, right? A community of indie hackers, a community of game developers, like Thomas Brush. I know them all. I study them all, man. What do you think? I have no life. I watch all YouTube. I watch all these guys. I study so much behavior. You have no clue. And I'm the same. Like just like me, right? I'm one of them. And you create a community. And once you have a community, distribution of your product is easy, because these guys will do whatever you say. You know, that's what it is. That's where we're shifting towards. So if you want to get anything done in your life, if you want to be a programmer at Google, then you're actually not, then my channel is not a channel you need, then I'm not the person you need to follow. But if you want to build something for yourself, then this is the way. This is the era of the streamer, content creator, community builder. That's what's going to happen. Boom, boom, boom. It does not mean it doesn't mean that you're scamming these people. You are not scamming them, right? You're giving them value, because maybe you're a good Counter-Strike player, maybe you're a good developer, maybe you're a good fitnesser, maybe you're a good, I don't know, ping ponger, whatever, or a Lego builder, or a train collector, and you build a community around it, and then you can share insights for free, but you can also sell insights, courses, mentorship. That's the blueprint for the next coming decade. It's very important, because why? We're going to shift. This is all my opinion, all my narrative. Don't take this like this is what's going to happen. This is what I think is going to happen, right? So the next step is, what if I'm a developer? Let me first read chat before we continue here. Program is a tool to ship your project, not to flex with a split keyboard. Exactly. If you don't have any project, you can still work in a company, but it will fuck your mind. Well, there are two. You can be 2 types of people, right? You can just work for a company as an engineer and then level up there like a senior engineer, a project, and you're gonna make a good money, and life is gonna be great. Simple as that. But the drawback is you need to be in these stand-ups, you need to be in these meetings, and you need to be engaged with people, and you have responsibility. Well, you know what I mean? You're a little bit stuck about what people say, what you need to do, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. And you're gonna make good bang for your buck, always a good buck for your bank, whatever. How do you say that? That's fine. On the other side, there are people that do not want to work for boss, and they are trying to create a project, open source, not open source, maybe build a small tool or a company or something like that. It all depends on what you want, right? It all depends on what you want. But these two have their own way of learning. If you want to be like a good Google, Netflix, Facebook FANG engineer, you need to have a certain skill level and a certain discipline. You know what I mean? A certain modus operandi that I cannot teach you because I don't know. I cannot complete a single lead code level. I can't. I really can't. I cannot reverse a binary tree. I cannot explain it how it works right now. I'm completely honest. I can't. I can write a distributed file system. I can. But I can't reverse a binary tree. I cannot do a complex Dijkstra algorithm or a Fibonacci or a Fizzbuzz. Why? Because why should I? It's a waste of fucking time. Because it's already been built. And the only thing I need to do is call a function and copy paste some code. And I'm done. Right? I'm a creative person. I'm I'm not a logical code. ChatGPT will do that for me, right? And now you can see where we're going, right? Who made the best decision? All these all these good lead code people are wrecked. They are cooked. Why? They have no creativity. They are very good in logical thinking, but AI will replace them. That's the first. That are the first people that can go back to McDonald's. The first ones. The first people that will leave the space are the logical algorithm makers, the PhDs, the guys with the highest degree. These goes out, and unless they can train machine learning models, AI models. But besides that, if you're a good lead code engineer, you're cooked, brother. I can tell you that. You're so cooked. There are many indie hackers who don't fit your description. Of course, like I mean, not everybody's the same. I'm just reading to Twitter and I see what I see. You know what I mean? I see what I see, and a lot of them are cringe. 2020, 2022 was an anomaly. The market is correcting itself now, like in 2015, 2018. Why don't you sell how to create a community? You have every ingredient. Nice to see you online and streaming. Thank you so much. I want to be a developer. Why don't you create a course about creating a community? I don't know. It's hard. I don't think it's anything to learn. I don't know. You can earn a lot of money, but if you don't spend it wisely, it doesn't matter how much you earn. That's true. Suck it up, soon to be unemployed piece of crabs. How to get a job with Golang as no experienced dev? You don't. You cannot get a job as Golang. So another question that I want to ask yourself. I was driving to the gym today, and I was thinking, what can I talk about on my stream? And I see a lot of people like these questions, right? Just no offense. I forget. I don't see the thing anymore. But why would you pick a language? Why would you ever pick a language? So why would you pick, for example, Golang? Well, I'm gonna draw with a rectangle. GG. Go. Why would you pick Go? Why? Why would you pick Go? Or even Rust. Why would you do that? Or Zik. Think about this. Because what people come to my stream and say, hey, what do you think about Zik? What do you think about Rust? Well, how can I get a job as a Go developer? Why would you pick one of these languages? Think about that. Why? Why did you decide to learn a specific language? Why would you do that? Because if you think about it, this circle, this is you. Why is this? It's because we're zoomed in on the 60. Okay, GG. This is you. This is you. And the circle is what you think exists. Because you're on Twitter, you're on YouTube, and you see all the videos, and you read on the internet, and you read on Twitter, on X, and you talk to people at school, or you talk to your colleagues, and they're gonna come up with some information. And this circle is what you know, what you think the market is. And if you I don't know how your Twitter timeline looks like or your YouTube timeline, but let me open it up. Yeah, mine is a little bit of everything. But you see, like, yeah, I have the worst thing. Like, anyway, maybe yours is like TypeScript and 10 stack router, Next.js, server components, Rust, Ghosty terminal. And you think, hey, this technology is what I need. Golang, this Anthony GG, this bald midget with his Golang stuff. And you think that's where it's at. But that's not true, because your circle is so small, but in reality, this is what happens in the world. JavaScript, jQuery. This is, how can I change this thing? The stroke width. Yes, that's what I need. JavaScript, jQuery, PHP, Java, .NET. That's what happens outside of your circle. Golang and Python. Python maybe. Python. Golang, minority. Rust, that doesn't even exist, I think. Zig doesn't exist. What do you have? These other fucking languages. C++, of course, right? This is what happens outside of your thingy, right? So why would you pick any of these fucking languages if this is where where the majority of the companies use? If you really want to just easy peasy make money and make big money and have a very chill life, pick Java, in my opinion. Pick Java, man. Pick fucking Java and you're set for life. I swear to God. jQuery is still the #1 most popular JS framework. Yes, Jeff. Exactly. People don't think about this. You see, the problem is you're a slave. Your soul is lost. This is very important. I don't know how many people are watching here, but your soul is already lost by the narrative of the YouTube of the tech content creators. They have your soul. Your soul is sold to your social media, to your circle here. Because you think that if somebody tweets or if somebody uses or a nice project launches and it uses 10 stack React or whatever thing, you think that's where it's at. But that's not true. And the majority of the world is still using jQuery, PHP, and all these boring things. The majority, right? But I think even Go is maybe 2%. I think Go is actually a little bit more. Maybe 10% of what's going on. Rust, 0.1%. Zig, I don't think it's... Everything is Java, C++, Python. Everything. These things, backend-wise. Java, .NET, Python, these things. 100%. And there's nobody that can change my mind. And you can actually fact check it. You can get the numbers out. C# Java, it is what it is. I'm always laughing. But I know it's just to get things interesting. I'm always laughing with Java and C# developers because they have suit and tie. But these guys at 11U, right? At 11U, we had a Kotlin developer, which is Java. If you know Java, you know Scala, you know Kotlin. It's just the same, but not the same. You know, it's, come on, let us be honest. If you're a Java developer, Kotlin, Scala, the same, right? These guys make 18K a month for 8 hours work. 18K. What am I doing? 18K a month. And then you're an indie hacker on Twitter trying to get 10k a month because that's the holy grail of MMR. It's broke. 10k a month is broke, Mr. Indie Hacker. And you need to work 24/7, market, do this, do that, and stress. And then you're a Java developer, and you make 18k in the fucking bank. You drive to your work in a fucking BMW hybrid X5 to do some architectural designs and do some event loop stuff with Spring. And you guys are complaining, do I need to write Rust and I need to write Zeek and I want to be a low level and I'm going to watch Tsor in his streams and I'm going to watch the Prime Gym, I'm going to buy a split keyboard. By the end of the day, you just watch these stupid Java, the Cherno or something like a lot of guys, you learn Java and you take in 80k a month and you can fuck every girl on the planet. That's easy, you know what I mean? And you can actually work 6 hours a day, or maybe 4, because who knows? You know what I mean? There was a problem with the GVM. I mean, with the dependency, I need to resolve that for 4 hours, you know? Who pays 80k a month for a Java dev in which country? In Europe, man. This guy is full of BS. It's not full of BS because you know which company paid 18k? My fucking company. So shut the fuck up. Leave my fucking stream and go back to the broke boys. You know what I mean? The company that I made paid 18k for 18k for each fucking Kotlin dev. You know? I know it because it went from my bank account. Do not make fun of split keyboards. They are so... Yeah, I 100% agree. I cannot... They are 100% more ergonomic than just a normal keyboard. I'm just... Take this with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? With a grain of salt. I was thinking about it myself to try it out, but I know, like... I'm way too rusted in my habits, I think. 18k, man. People do not believe it. People come here and say, you're full of bullshit. People do not believe it. Java salary. Europe. Europe. I cannot even type. But these are contractors, right? I mean, you cannot even... These are contractors, right? But at a certain point of time, you're a contractor or not, it's the same thing. You have Java salary, oh man, Java salary, contractor, hourly rate is what I need. Hourly rate. And I think 80k is you can go higher. I cannot even find it, but I swear to God, this is the thing. I'm not gonna lie about it, man. It's 100%. But guys, you need to understand, like, I don't know which country you're coming from, but Europe is expensive. You know? If I take my fucking bank in a fucking bag and I go to another country, I can retire, you know what I mean? It's... Golang Dev made $800 a month here in Vietnam, but the Vietnam lifestyle is also different. Right? It's cheaper there. 18k before that, it's just gross, right? It's brut, you know. But it's the revenue. It's not the profits, the revenue. By the way, the Hollywood issue is a bit sus. I don't know. Explain me, Teddy. I can become a millionaire in 2 months. Why? How can you become a millionaire in 2 months with 18k? It's average. How much is here for extra revenue, buddy? That's a whole other story. That's a whole other story, bros. They pay that much money. How can I rectify this? I don't know how I can find it. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. For 50% tax, but the thing is, it doesn't work like that, right? I mean, if you have they make 80k, and that's basically without BTW, without VAT. So they they actually receive like 22k or something. But the thing is that you need to give the VAT away, so it's fine. This is what you get, and you need to pay taxes, right? So let's say this 80k is what you get, 18k is what you get. You're gonna pay in Belgium is gonna be vennootschapsbelasting is what they call it. So you're gonna have. Thought somebody was here. You're gonna pay like, I don't know what it is in the highest order, 30%, I guess. 30% is what you need to pay. I don't know if somebody can calculate this real quick. And then you're gonna have, I don't know, just calculate it, right? That's what then this number here is what you get. The thing is, this 30% is on all your is on the profit. Right, so you can buy like a BMW M3, or you can buy like I don't know, other stuff, right? All your expenses. So 18k is what you get minus. Let's say you make 12k expenses, then you have 4k profit, and that's where the 30% is coming from, you know. So you need to be smart, you know. You can have you need to make constructions. You know, so you can keep your profit very low because you get taxed on the profit, not on the revenue. That's the goal, you know. Like I pay like over 20k taxes each year, 20k. And then you have a friend of mine from the gym, and he's in these wannabe entrepreneur communities. Go to Dubai Habibi community, you know that, these crypto wannabe broke boys. And he tells me, Anthony, you need to go to Dubai, man. Why are you still in Belgium? Why do you pay so much taxes? You need to go away. And then I tell him, like, how much money did you make this year? And then he shuts up. You know, paying taxes is fine, because the more taxes you pay, the more money you earned, you know. That's the thing, you need to live with that. Yeah, but not everything counts as expense. That's also true. But you can do a lot, right? You can if you're smart, you can do a lot of shit. For example, what you could do is you can make if you want to buy a pants, right? You want to buy a pants, or you want to buy a shirt. Man, I'm so good at drawing suddenly. How is that? Look at me, man. I'm so good. I can make logos. Wait, this looks like a bridge, and this is like a chest thingy. If you want to buy this, and you want to buy it with your company, you can actually go to some shopping mall, and you say, hey, shopping mall, can you give me like a present gift for 500 euro? That's what I do. And then I buy I buy these Christmas presents from it. And then I say, okay, if I and then you get this present. How do we call that? Like a present check. And then you put that, you book that in your accountant, in your bookkeeping as relational present relational Relational expense. Like client relations, and then you buy whatever you want with it in some kind of a shopping mall, you know. You can buy a PlayStation or something else, but it's relational. What they gonna do, you know? 500. Or you buy clothes, or you make 1,000, you know, because you have a lot of customers. You're successful. These things, right? Only losers pay taxes. Yeah. Just a tax audit away, and I'm a small fish. What do they care about me? I mean, why would they care about me? I'm a small little shrimp in a world full of capitalists. You're paying more taxes than Warren Buffett. I don't think so. I don't think so. Gift card, that's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, Mantas. Gift fucking card. I put my trip to Vietnam as a tax expense. Yeah, of course, why not? Can you do Levenue story time? Not gonna try to be rude, just really interested. Been watching for time. The Levenue story time. I can't. I can't do the Levenue story time, man. Do you get mad when people ask, should I start coding? How do you mean? Warren Buffett pays 0.1% taxes. Who says that? Who's telling you that? Where did you read that? Do you have the number of Warren Buffett? Basically, here, Java, JS, and PHP are very popular everywhere. Basically, guaranteed money. Yes, correct. And if you really want to get a job, you just do everything. You just make a front end. You can make a nice front end. You can make a nice back end. And if you can do all of these things, you're good. Warren Buffett himself said that. Oh, well. Okay, 0.1%. How many? Right? 0.1% he pays on what? $10 or $10 billion? Calculate me 0.1% of $1 billion and come back. What about DevOps? Oh, I have no... DevOps, man, it's like... I'm not good in that space. I don't know. I really don't know. The only thing I know is that in a lot of companies, the developers are the DevOps as well. But I have a lot of experience with smaller companies. I have no experience with big companies as well. I worked in 2 big companies. Well, bigger companies, and they had a DevOps team. I have no clue what these guys earn. I have no clue at all. I don't know. I cannot help you with that. Do you guys still use HTMX? I think so. Well, Azul, if Warren Buffett paid 33.7 million in taxes and I paid 20,000 on taxes and I also pay 0.1%. What's the problem? If he pays 23 million on taxes and I pay 20k on taxes, what do you think? I earned 30k a month or something? That I lose? That I only have 10k left or something? What do you think? I'm currently a B Golang dev, but self-learning iOS. What do you think? It's stupid. Full stack Golang and iOS. No. Backend and Golang. No, man. Like, mobile is something that I actually also need to learn, because that's also where the majority of the gameplay will be. But the best bet for 2025, guys, because we are coming to an end here. So how do we proceed? Can you tell how much CS subjects require to know? Because a low-level things are tough. Listen. The only reason you go to school is because it's a part of your youth. Go party, learn girls, learn new friends, have some fun on school, do some stupid things at school, you know. Make some fun of the teachers and learn maybe some stuff. But what you're gonna learn on school is completely useless. Why? Because I know a guy, and Ashton goes to uni, and he never goes. He only goes when he needs to, and he shows me the assignments he needs to make, and they're garbage. So, but still, Ashton can code better than the majority of the developers out there, even if they already have 15 years of experience, because he's a grinder, you know what I mean? So am I going to say you don't need to go to school? I think it's, if you can, you should do it 100%, but it's not going to set your career. But a lot of these blindfold companies, they require that, because why not? Right? If they have 1,000 developers sending their resume, they can already shift. They can already filter a couple out because a couple went to university. You know what I mean? But you don't need it. The only thing you need is just trying a lot of stuff out yourself. Follow a tutorial and try it. Simple as that. For a very long time. Ashton coding for Anthony. No, Ashton is not. He's 20 years old. He's crazy. If you go to uni, it proves that you just went to a place for a period and executed a task of a time. Like I was having Christmas with family, and one of my niece, she studies marketing. I had a talk there. I was, man. Oh, she's so fucking trash, man. Holy shit, so bad. Oh man. And I cannot say anything, right? I cannot say anything because I'm an engineer. What I'm gonna say about, she goes to school, Anthony. She goes to the high school. She needs to study, and I was thinking, guy, you're wasting your fucking time. You know what I mean? You know, they don't know anything about marketing. They are so bad. Oh man. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Is it Belgium? I don't know, but it's like so bad. What they are learning there is totally wrong. It's completely, I have no fucking clue what they are doing, but it's so bad. I feel so bad for her because she's gonna come from school and she's gonna know nothing. And they need to do this assignment together with a group of 3. We need to do an assignment. She's 20 years old, bro. What are you doing? An assignment, a group of 3. They need to make something in Canva. I can even make it in 2 minutes. I can build the shit even better. Godverdomme. That's and I'm getting pissed. I'm getting really pissed if I think about it. It's so fucking bad. Marketing. I'm studying marketing. Oh, that's nice. Then my you know what I mean? I get a little erection if I hear this because I love marketing. I think it's very interesting, and I want to talk about it. But she doesn't understand it. She doesn't understand how it works. So okay, let her be just wasting her time there. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's everywhere. Yeah. You think switching from PHP to Go now makes sense? Just bored. Go feels fresh. I don't know, man. It's like, what do I need to say about this? I already told you, like, the majority is still in PHP and all these boring stuff. Of course, I can understand that it's boring. I understand you. I really understand. But what is switching? You never switch, right? I don't think switching from a language that doesn't exist. You never switch. You change. You change. It's the same thing. You play a fucking game. You play a game. It's simple. You play League of Legends. And you play the ADC role. You play League of Legends, guys. This is the best thing. Mid. What the hell? You play the mid lane. Then you have the top lane. And then you have the bot lane. You know? And sometimes you play this ADC. And then you play the mid role. And then you play the top role. And then the jungle. You don't switch role. You change them. You're a League of Legends player. You're good or you're bad. You're a noob or you're a pro. That's life. It doesn't matter. You can play whatever you want. You can play top. You can play support. If I play support right now, I beat I carry the team with the support, man. I just play Blitzcrank and or Trash or Leona or something else. And I carry the team and I'm a support. I carry the fucking team 100% because I'm a good player. You place me jungle, you place me top, you place me mid. I don't fucking care which champion you pick, which role you put me in. I will carry the team at a certain level. At a certain level, you can put me everywhere and I will carry. I will go to platinum easy. But at a certain point of time, at a certain level, it doesn't work anymore. Then you need to specialize yourself. ADC, support, blah, 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 blah. But that's at a certain point. That's at a certain level. You know what I mean? You're a League of Legends player. You're a programmer. Golang, Java, C#, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. You program. With any fucking language. But at a certain level, if you want to be a specialized embedded systems engineer, right? If you want to specialize yourself in the LCS or the LCK, then you need to specialize yourself in a role. If you want to be a professional embedded systems engineer, you're not going to write JavaScript. You know what I mean? If you want to be a specialized distributed engineer, you're not going to write JavaScript. If you want to be a front-end developer, a specialized good front-end developer, you're not gonna write Python. You know what I mean? You're gonna write JavaScript. But if you want to be a programmer, you write every language. And then you specify. You know what I mean? 1v1 stream. 1v1 sucks. League of Legends is nothing but mechanics. The number one mistake. It's not about the mechanics. It's about the macro. Macro. Mechanics are here. Macro is here. The macro. That's how you win. You know what I mean? It's a team game. The macro. Macro, macro, macro. You know? Macro. You don't need to fight. You don't even need to fight. People don't understand that. That's why you suck. That's why you suck at programming as well, because you don't understand how the game is getting played. You can, if you're at the top lane, a lot of people have no clue what I'm talking about. But if you're at the top lane, you're versus this guy, right? Even though this guy can be mechanically, I don't know what's going on. I'm dying. Even though this guy can be mechanically better, you can win your lane without even touching him. Without even touching him, you know what I mean? It's just all about economy, mechanics. You have more gold, you have more gear, you're stronger. You know what I mean? You can win it. You can win. You can win. You can win by just AFK. You can win a game by just AFK top And the only thing you do is watch your minimap, right? And what you're gonna do is, each time you see the enemy jungler, you're gonna ping that. Each time, if you know, you follow the track, the only thing you do is track the enemy jungler, right? And each time you see him on the map, you ping your team, because that's where they die. You ping your team. You follow him completely, and you always tell your team where the jungler is. But really, you ping, you spam ping them. That's how you can win a game alone, by standing AFK. Ping your team, still deaf and blind. Man, it's not true. You need to be very friendly. Hello, sir. Any advice to break into tech? I started in September 2024. I built a chat app which handled 500 concurrent users and implemented caching. Can you guide me, please? Shall I share my portfolio? Share your portfolio. Oh man, let's go. I need to drink water or something. I'm dying. There's my mic. This mic. This pop filter is a... Share your... Oh, this is the thing. The resume. Can I just click this thing, or I'm gonna see a naked woman here? Oh, that's the last thing we do. Yeah, I need to do is... I'm gonna paste it in. Please don't be a naked woman. Man, where is this thing hosted, man? What's going on? Are we getting hacked live? Man, what's going on? This your hamster? Go, give him some food. Go, awake your fucking hamster, man. Look at this. Visa search. Can you please gently tell me to stop wasting time and go study and build something instead of watching a bald man teaching about the League of Legends? Man, what is this? Yeah, maybe we can discuss your resume. I don't know. Is it you basically hosted it over Ngrok or something? What's going on? I've built so many things. I need advice now. You cannot be hacked by clicking a link. That's the biggest scam in the whole universe. That's impossible. And as an engineer, you should know that. You can't be hacked by clicking a link. You can never be hacked by clicking a link. Never. By opening the only thing what can happen if I click a link is a naked lady and I get banned from YouTube. That's the only thing, or Twitch. But by just clicking a link, it cannot do anything on your behalf. What it can do, if you click a link, is tricking you in that this website is not the website you're looking for, and you log into that website, and yeah, then you're fucked. That's what it can do. But it can never, ever steal something or hack something or inject something in your system by just clicking a link. That ain't gonna happen, right? You can if you're using Internet Explorer. I don't think it's possible. There should be some kind of a pop-up already, and you need to. If you do two user interactions, you can. But you need to do one. Just clicking a link is not gonna happen. That's impossible. It can download something on your system, though. That's true. That's 100% I agree. It can download something, and if you click what's opening up, and it's not a file, and it's an exe or a .bat file, and you open it up, and you see something in your screen, and then it disappears, then you're fucked. Right? Then it's too late. You cannot do anything anymore. It's game over. But just downloading itself is not a big of a problem. It's opening it up. And then if you open it up, Windows or Mac is going to say, hey, you're trying to open a file that is downloaded from the internet. Are you sure? And if you click yes, then you have a problem. But you have some chances. You have some safety guards there. But if you don't execute, nothing happens. There are some vulnerabilities on browsers where they can execute code on the host machine. Reboot the VPS. What the hell is that? You hosted your own resume on a VPS. Holy shit, man. Just host it on GitHub, man. Host it on GitHub pages. What are you doing? Hey, let me reboot the VPS. Oh man, I'm sorry. This is amazing. Let me reboot the VPS. I need to show you my resume. Oh, amazing. This is great. Oh man. Oh man. But I still see this with my friends. You can see that sometimes you open up Facebook and then you see something like a friend like, oh, this is not me. I've been hacked. And I think like, how did you get hacked, you fucking idiot? How is this even possible? It's 2020 fucking 4. It's impossible to get hacked unless you leak a password or share your account with somebody. How can you get hacked? It's impossible. The Parmesan is learning the best framework. Yeah. What the fuck is that? How many fucking screens do you have, Mansoor? What the hell is that? Damn. Damn. Not enough. You have the whole fucking room is surrounded by screens. How can you focus? How can you focus? Where is this? Where is the CV, man? I'm waiting here. I'm hungry. I need to eat. What's going on? Okay, so we're gonna end with what's going up for 2025. Where are we going? I have no clue. So the first thing, very important, is that is AI going to take our jobs? Yes. But not the way we see it. So people, everybody's talking about this, but nobody, this is what's going to happen. Is AI going to take our jobs 100%? But how? It's very simple. If you think, I was thinking about that. Sometimes, do you guys think sometimes? Sometimes I think about what happened, what's going on, and what happened in the past. That's very simple. In the past, you had a bunch of people that are working in the fields, right? And they were harvesting all these potatoes in the potato fields, right? Each day, Mark and each day, Jasmine went to the potato field to plant potatoes, water the potatoes, and also harvest the potatoes. But the future people created the machines, right? And what these machines did is they deleted Jasmine and this other guy, right? Because the machines are now watering, doing all this stuff automatically. That mean that Jasmine and Walter have no job? No. Walter and Jasmine are basically now sitting in the machine, driving around, so they don't need to do the manual labor anymore, right? Maybe Walter is driving the machine and Jasmine is whatever the fuck she's doing. You know what I mean? That's what happened, right? That's the evolution of technology. That's the thing, right? Back in the day when I was at school, we did these, how do they call that? CNC machines, right? Back before my time, people needed to manually, I don't know how it's called, but there was a machine and you need to basically operate the machine manually. But when I was at school, you have these CNC machines and you could program these CNC machines so that you can basically make your stuff 24/7, right? They replace you, but you also replace your own function. You know what I mean? The same thing with program. Right now, we are programmers and we are writing all that stuff in our editors and we do all this bullshit and we do this and that and yada, yada, yada. And at a certain point of time, this little Timmy here, you know what I mean, is going to get replaced by AI and it's going to be very soon. Boom. What's going to happen is that this is going to get another kind of function. You're not gonna write the code the way you wrote it. That's not gonna happen. 100% guarantee. I can guarantee you that, right? I can gonna 100% guarantee that the warriors with the double keyboard shenanigans, the split keyboard stuff, you're gonna program slightly different like you do it right now. That's 100%. How it's gonna happen? That's to be seen. But it's gonna happen. Simple as that. And I understand, because a painter wants to paint, a fisherman wants to fish, and a programmer wants to program. I understand that. But it's either you play the game or you don't play. You know what I mean? And if you don't play, you don't need to be angry because you're not playing. You know? So that's basically what's happening. And I would just learn a lot about the topic if I were you, right? That's what I'm doing as well. I would learn a lot about AI, about what's gonna happen. AI. How does it work? How can we utilize that? And not how can we automate stuff? How can we build these agents? How can we make things automatic? How can I do that? Because a lot of applications, the SaaS industry, you have the SaaS companies, right, where you build SaaS for financial stuff, a SaaS for writing, and a SaaS for whatever, and another SaaS, another tool for marketing and all that stuff. They're all gonna get replaced, right? That's something they're all gonna get replaced because all these tools can be automated into one system, right? That's what it is. That's where the future is heading. So if you can build these things, that's the new boom. You have the SaaS boom. It's going to be the agent boom, 100% guaranteed. Right? How exactly is it going to? I don't know. But the AI agent boom is 100% going to be there. So you're either gonna learn about it, or you're gonna watch people compiling Fortran codes on YouTube. You know what I mean? Hey, this is my idea. This is my narrative. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna say. All my friend needs to do. It doesn't mean that you need to do it. What's the Copilot pause? AI is supposed to make everything cheaper. In the meantime, 2K here, 1K there. That's true. $200 a month. Yeah, AI doesn't like I said, it shifts. It's the same thing. Like what I'm just telling about the crop harvesting, where people did the coal mines and all that stuff, where people do the hard labor, like harvesting crops and doing manual work, and That's all replaced so many years ago by machines. But these machines need to be made. These machines need to be operated. It's the Walter and the Jasmine will not do the manual labor anymore. Lucky for them. They don't need to make their hands dirty in the field. Their jobs are now, instead of harvesting the crops manually, Walter is on the machine and Jasmine is doing something else, also in the machine, another machine. You know what I mean? It's different, right? Are you a farmer? Yes, I am a farmer. But the farmer, 100 decades ago, is not the farmer we see today. Did you see these farmers? They have this complex technology. I swear to God, they have these machinery, man. It's crazy. Like it's wild. They have wild machinery. I swear to God, because I live in the fucking polder here, and I see these things, and they are fucking crazy. So the farmers 20 decades ago are not the farmers they are today, but they are still farmers. They just do it differently. That's the same thing we are gonna do, right? It's exact the same thing. The programmers of today are not going to be the programmers 10 years from now. And it's weird if you think about it, but you will slowly, slightly evolve into that. You're not going to notice it if you don't think about it, you know? Yeah, I understand. Sparky, you have a point. Don't use the code completion. I understand. And I feeling it myself that I am getting addicted because I have a low concept. How do you say that? I'm impatient. And if I want to solve something, I don't want to watch YouTube, go to Google, try it out myself a couple of times, think about it, look for some mathematical papers. No, I just describe my problem, put it into some kind of a Claude or ChatGPT, and it's going to spit out my code. It's going to spit out code. I'm going to copy the code, and I'm going to see where the errors are. I'm going to read it. I'm going to try to fit it in my code. And it makes me very stupid because the way I learned programming is by figuring out with the hustling. And that's not what I have right now. And that's a big problem. But I think that we don't need to hustle anymore in the future. Are we going to understand the new programmers? Are they going to understand the way programming works like we do? I don't think so. I don't think that's the future anymore. We have a very good, and you already see that, right? The people, Jonathan Blow, Casey Muratori, the programmers from the early days, Linus Torvalds, they know programming completely different than we know it right now. They have an understanding of low-level systems that we do not have. And each decade, you can see that the group of developers, each 2 decades, you can see that the new developers have less and less and less insights in the low-level capacities of how computers work. And I think that's not a bad thing. It's just the way we are evolving, because in this and 100 years, we are not programming anymore the way we do it right now. So people do not have the knowledge, need to have the knowledge to know how computers work, because we don't program anymore the way we need to do it. You know what I mean? That's how it works. There was a time programming was not about just results and also understanding. That's true. That is 100% true. But think about, this is actually so nice to end the stream with, because think about this for the rest of the day or when you go to sleep. Because again, with the farmer stuff, like the people back then, the hand craftsmen, the people that made furniture, people made books themselves, like crafting the book and the paper and all, and the lime and all that stuff, and the paperbacks and the furniture and houses. They were so personally handmade with so much understanding of the craft. But it is not anymore. You don't need to have a lot of understanding of the craft, because a lot of things are automated. A lot of things are coming pre-made, and it's different. It's just fucking different, man. It doesn't work the same anymore. And that's where depression starts. That's where depression starts, because once you're going to hunker about the past, you're going to be depressed. That's depression. Depression. Right? If you're going to think, oh, but back in the day, everything was better, and back in the day, and I missed back the day, and you're depressing yourself. And then you have the people that are going into the future 10 years from now. Oh, and AI is going to take our jobs, and it's going to be this, and I cannot code. That's what they call anxiety, right? That's anxiety, right? And I'm an anxious person. I live in the future all the time. I'm anxious. I'm more anxious than I'm normal. I'm never depressed. I don't care about the past. I don't care. I am never depressed, but I'm always anxious. But the best thing you can do is just live in the moment. You know what I mean? And but that's hard. I'm anxious, nervous, and yeah. If you are serious about learning and working on your project, you need time for that. I don't think the analogy with the furniture is too simplified. Domain is important, it's complex. AI is good for fixed domain. Well, I think the comparison is good. I think it's a very good comparison. It's an abstraction about that the knowledge we need to know about the programming of the systems for the tasks we need to execute these days. We don't need to know as much anymore. The same for game development with all the tools you have right now. Right? The game developers were one of the smartest people because they were so very good, and because games are hard to make, games need to operate very fast. And back in the day, we don't have the hardware to run them fast, so they need to be programmed so very good, with so good understanding of the low-level architecture, so these games could run at their full capacity. These days, it doesn't really matter anymore, and you can see that some games are basically just not run even on high-end systems. But what I mean is that if you're a game developer and you're gonna make your engine from scratch, you're basically an idiot, because why would you handicap yourself in wasting hours and hours and hours in non-optimized code if you can just use Unity or Godot and make money in 6 months? But I'm a game developer and I don't make any money and my game fail, and okay, stop making your game engine from scratch and use a fucking engine and focus on marketing and focus on your game idea instead of, and now we are back here, very important, a fisherman wants to fish, a painter wants to paint, and a programmer wants to program, and that's the problem, because that's not what the world is evolving to. That's not where the world, if you wanna program games, okay, do it low level in C or in whatever language and in your own engine, do it, but do not complain that you don't make any money, right? Because that's not how the game is getting played these days, right? That's not how the game is getting played. The game is getting played like, have an idea, prototype it in 2 days, use an engine, ship it in 6 months, market your Steam, get wishlist, and hopefully you make it big. Repeat. That's it, you know. But that's a problem. Ed Boss is telling me here, should a young programmer not focus on old tech like C++, which there will always be experts in. And that's the thing. That's the double-sided knife. Like, of course, it's always good to have this knowledge. Depends on what you want, right? But I think if we are evolving in another system, in another era. You know what I mean? It's going to be different. Does it mean that it's bad to know? No, it's never bad. It's never bad to learn something. It's never bad, even right now. It's never bad to learn how you need to craft handcrafted furniture, handcrafted pottery, handcrafted whatever. There is always a market for handcrafted stuff because it's authentic, right? There is always going to be a market for that. And knowing how it works, knowing how people did it in ancient past helps you to understand how it's done in the future as well. So it's always important to have a little bit of a back knowledge about that. The question is, how much time do you want to spend into that, right? People, the attention span of people are very short. People want to go to work as quickly as possible, stop working, and go do stuff with their family and do some free time. So how much do you have? That depends on you. If you want to spend a lot of time, you can do that. If you want to be very efficient and work as less as possible and make as much money as possible, I wouldn't do that. Anyway. Sorry for my English. I have a question. I saw your some experience in Svelte before. What do you choose? Remix over Svelte? I would choose React. Why? Because I don't know. It's just too much libraries on this thing. It's easy. Copy paste, npm install, and your app is being written. You know, it's easy. SvelteKit, nothing supports. Blah blah blah. Always problems. Yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada. I'm just sick of wreaking fear and selling AI approach. Fuck them. What pays big money and expertise are things. AI hype is more spread by salespeople. I don't know, man. It's like there is a lot of hype about AI. I'm gonna agree about that, but it's also very handy. Let us be honest, man. It turns. The thing is that what AI does is it turns. What sells? What's the definition of what is the typical example of selling stuff? When would somebody buy? If you can save me time and money, I will buy from you. That's true, right? That's a simple equation. If you can, I don't care what kind of a salesman you are, what kind of a project you have in your product bag. If you can save me time and you can save me money, I'll buy everything you have, right? That's simple. That's just logical thinking because it saves me time and it saves me money. I have more time, I can make more money, and I always save money. It's the best thing in the world. What does AI do? Like ChatGPT. What does it do? It turns the biggest idiot into whatever he wants to be. Like me. I cannot write a decent sentence and I cannot even speak. I cannot communicate very well on paper. That's a problem. I cannot write. I make mistakes, structural mistakes, punctuation mistakes. I make so many mistakes. AI completely solves that for me. I write something. My spelling does not need to be okay. My structure does not need to be okay. I can write whatever I want. I can paste it in and it will spit me out something and I can copy paste that and I can send it to business people. I can send it to whatever and it's going to look fine. So it turns me from a bad writer into a specialist writer. Simple as that. Let us be honest, right? Then I have a friend, his name XXX. My friend XXX. He is a financial guy. He's a financial guy and he wants structure and he wants results and he does a lot of Excel stuff. What he can do right now is instead of going into Excel and I need to copy all these formulas and blah, 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 he can just dump in an Excel file in ChatGPT or whatever fucking AI because they're all the same. And he can just ask for a query and it will dump him in a graph exactly what he needs without the need of formulas or whatever. It's just, it turns him into a data analyst in a blink of an eye. So you can see where it's going, right? Is it overhyped? I don't know. It does a lot of good stuff. Even for people like V0. For us sucks. V0, let us be honest. I used it so many times. Guys, you need to open up your spectrum of people that use it. For us, it sucks. I understand. It can help, but it's not like wow. But for a lot of people, it is. Because you need to understand that this V0 thingy, that if you are a CEO and you are a marketeer, you are just good at making businesses. You're a good salesman. You have good ideas. But you can't fucking code. So you are basically handicapped. And you need to find a technical co-founder and he needs to have time and yada, 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 yada. But now you have these tools like Bolt AI, for example. No, it's Bolt New, actually, to be honest. Bolt New. I don't even understand why they picked this fucking name, but it doesn't really matter because they make billions. So the thing is, if you see this as a programmer, you think, man, what is this bullshit? But stop being so close-minded. Again, what did we discuss here? There's somewhere here. This is actually such an important. So you're going to learn so much, but people, I don't even understand. I need to ask money for this thing. There's way too much information. Where is this circle? Zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. The narrative circle. Here it is. Remember this thing on stream? This is you, right? This is what you think happens in the world, but actually this is what happens in the world. It's way bigger. It's the same thing with AI, right? For us, V0 might be like weird or does not work all the time. Bolt is like, whatever is this, but for people that have no coding skills, but have very good ideas and can sell and market very well, they have superpowers right now. Because what did I told you? So many streams ago, basically 2 3 years, actually, every year I tell the same thing. And this is where we're gonna end. This is very important. Clip this. What do I say all the fucking time? If you can build and you can sell and you can market, you have superpowers, right? If you can do these 3 and you can do these 3 very well, you have godly superpowers. Nobody can stop you. Success is basically programmed. It is you are a god if you can do these three things very well. But for the marketeer that cannot build, and suddenly it can build, it turns him into a fucking god. You know what I mean? Because he can sell and he can market, and now he can also build. And that's the thing where you guys are missing. That's why you do this. It's time to open your eyes. It's time to go out of your circle and see what the world needs, you know? And that's what AI does right now. And that's why they ask $200 a month. And that's why if you can build such thing like Bolt or an agent that can solve a lot of stuff, if you can help people become from a nobody to a mastermind, open up the bank account. You know what I mean? Open up the fucking bank account and the garage, because you will need the space for the money and the Lamborghinis. Anyway, guys, very important. You will not find this, actually, to be honest. This is underrated because it's hear him selling his own things. Like, oh man, sometimes I think myself funny because I think I'm funny. It's very important. This is actually true. I swear to God, this is how it works. Red pill. I have an interview about internet positioning. Go. What should I focus? On her tits. Picking the app at cursor is annoying. I understand. But the thing is, guys, it's like these AI tools, they are annoying for us, right? Again, step out of the fucking circle. If we use Cursor or Copilot, it vomits code into our editor, and it's annoying, and sometimes it's right, and sometimes it's wrong. And when it's right, it's incredible, and when it's wrong, we are fucking mad. You know what I mean? And we need to prompt at a certain point of time. We think AI is not there where it needs to be. I agree. But that's because we don't prompt it very well. And because we are engineers, right? We think like foo is bar and top the whole thing. It's not going to work like that. But then you have these pure engineers. We have this bias. We have this programming bias. But then you have Mark with a K, which basically has no fucking coding experience, does not even know what a fucking byte is. If you say float 64, he thinks there is a boat oncoming or something. But the thing is, he can prompt very well because he takes his time, and it's going to create stuff for him. You know what I mean? He's going to create stuff. For a non-coder, this is crazy. You need to understand that. For a non-coder, this is crazy. Let us be honest. No code is such a dark hole, but it's a very important thing. You need to, guys, do me a favor and explore this. Explore the no-code usage. Like, again, I have a friend's girlfriend wants to build an app. It's, how is it called? Be Bodylicious. Be Bodylicious. How do you write that? Eve. No, it's not. It's Bodylicious. It's Be Bodylicious. The thing is, we're not gonna find this. I think it's B. How do you write Bodylicious? And she is a professional athlete. She's a professional athlete, and she made an app at no code. It's Be Bodylicious, I think. I hope we find it. Yeah, that's because look, this is so garbage because they don't have this, I think. Or HTTP or something. They cannot even set their own fucking... I don't know, it's something like that. I cannot find it anymore. Anyway, the thing is that it's just... It makes money. It's no code, it's simple, it's just like a simple type form stuff, but it makes money because she distributed it. Again in the stream, the distribution thing that I said here, that's how it works right now, right? Again, if you don't watch the stream again, you make a community and you sell. That's what she did. She has a community, she's an athlete, people look up to her, people want to learn want to be like her. She made this app. Completely garbage, no code, type form, Google shit. It's just, it's bad. But people buy it because people want it, right? So now you give people the opportunity with AI tools to basically just make these things way better than it is right now in just a couple of prompts, you know. The app sucks, that's a fact. But the thing is, you know, she has a distribution channel. You know what I mean? Anyway. Guys, thank you so much for being on the stream. It's pretty cool to yap for fucking two hours. I love yapping, you know that. I'm a master yapper, and now I could do what I like to do best: yap for 2 hours straight. Can you imagine that? Do me a favor, guys. Be a little bit open-minded and try to search outside of your own circle, your own narrative circle. That basically your soul is being lost by the influencers, and try to find what's behind there, because I think that's also what demotivates you. I think it's what demotivates you, because you see all the good stuff on social media, you see all the people, and it demotivates you because you're not that yet. But if you look outside of this scope, you see a lot of people that are just like you. You know what I mean? It's get out of this fucking circle. Anyway, his revenue. Okay, one more thing. This fucking revenue, man. He restarted his server and everything. He's hosting. The hamster is alive again. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get hacked right now. Okay. What is this? Diff root. Okay. All right. Hey. I'm Gianna Vibehoff. I'm a full stack developer with experience in UX design. I build websites of problems. I like that. I build websites. Boom. Can we do this resume? Oh, it's thing. No, we're not gonna do that. Messaging app. Nice. Hey, what's this Pokemon game? A movie watch list. A CV maker. A text tag to do that. But the thing is, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I love what you're doing. I really love what you do. But the thing is, never send this to somebody because it's noob. It's noob. I'm gonna be honest. It's like, oh, no. I know. I understand. It sucks. But this is brutally honest. Life. Man, I mean, I can click a lot of things, but I mean, I need to be, yeah. The best thing you can do is to find a fucking company on the fucking internet. This is exactly what I should do right now. You go to job list Golang or something, right here. In Belgium even. Here. You go, whatever, man, in Web3, you click some site. Senior data engineer, you click a mid senior Golang developer. I mean, this is actually crazy because if you're gonna apply for a mid senior Golang developer, you're gonna be a mid. You're gonna be a mid senior, you know? You're gonna be mid. You already know that you're mid. That's why I will never, ever in my life will apply for mid roles, because we are not mid. A mid senior Golang developer. You click this thing. You check what the fuck are these guys doing. You investigate. You investigate everything. You open up their app. You try to break it. You go into things. You try to spot inefficiencies in their application. Maybe they have a bad UI. Maybe something doesn't work. You check the network stack, right? You click here, inspect. You see sources, network. Each time you click things, you see what happens here, right? Apply. Fuck. You know what I mean? Something happens here. If I click thing, you see here, fetch blockchain jobs. Here, Web3 career. What is this? A request URL. All right. What was the response? Aha. No comment. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Sometimes it's an API or something. You check where it's coming from. You check the API. Maybe something is wrong and you fix it. You fix it. But how can I fix it? Simple. You just copy the whole shebang, paste it into a next app or a remix app or whatever, and you fix what you need to fix. You know what I mean? You can copy this thing. This is on the internet. The whole front end is here. You can copy and have the exact same copy without having their code. And they're going to say, hey, this guy has a website. How did he do that? He has no access to our repositories. Well, you know what I mean? And you fix what you want to fix in their thing. But I don't have access to it. You make a new backend to mimic what they have, and you can see. I hope you understand, right? So you can see what they return as JSON. Okay, you copy paste that JSON, and you return that JSON from your own backend, but you change some stuff, and you fix what you think needs to be fixed. You make a mail, and you send that to these guys. That's what you need to do instead of a resume. If somebody would do that for me in a company that I would just instantly have a talk. Like, what the fuck? This guy has a website somehow, and he fixed some stuff without having access to a team, without having access to context, without having access to a repo. How the fuck did he do that? Well, surprise. That's what you need to do. And you do this for every single company you want to apply for. That's what you do. You wake up in the morning and you fix stuff. And you rinse and repeat. You rinse and repeat for all these companies you want to work for. And trust me, you're going to find a job. And it's going to be way faster than you think and way more efficient than sending your stupid fucking websites nobody cares about! You know what I mean? How many people are doing this, what I tell you? This is a hack. How many people are doing this? Nobody. There's actually nobody doing this. You're the first one. World's first one that is going to do exactly what I say you need to do. You can actually, you have no clue, but you can completely replicate that backend basically by just reverse engineering how it works, right? You can reverse engineer everything. Fix it. There could be something as like I'm annoyed with this, guys. Here, art list. Maybe somebody should. They don't need to even have a fucking resume open. There's something is wrong with these guys' search. It's annoying. Fix it. Fix this thing. How do we do that? We inspect that. You check the network and you see what's going on each time we search here, right? It's a GraphQL. It's GraphQL. You look, debounce. Is it debouncing? I think they have a debounce issue. They are debouncing. What is debounce? If you don't know what debounce is, guys, please. What the fuck are you doing here? Something is wrong with this. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel fucking good. Fix this. If somebody can fix it, EDM. What the hell are they doing? Look at this, man. The whole fucking... Now it's good. Today it's good. They fixed probably the... Somebody was already before you, man. You see, you're too late. Maybe make something else, like... You could, yeah. You can actually, before you go to an interview, you know exactly how it works. Just by what is this T? To be honest, can we? I can spend the whole night doing this. Sometimes I do that, like investigating everything. I'd click and I try and I try to. That's yeah. Sometimes I do that. It's like a rabbit hole. It's interesting to see how people actually were eat customers. Look at this. It's coming from here. And you can see here was that net term days. What the hell is that? So now you know what's it's GraphQL. It's no problem. You're gonna make JSON, right? You're gonna copy this. Backend is gonna return that, and you can mock the whole site. Anyway, guys, what if there are no inefficiencies? Oh man, I don't know. Then you make something up. You know what I mean? My game is implemented. No, I'm gonna use your game. I'm hungry and I'm getting mad. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Love you all. I hope you had something about the stream. It's pretty important. Rewatch it if you need to. Share it with your friends. And I wish you a very, 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 and only a very healthy is much important, 2025. That's actually crazy. 2025. A healthy. That's very important. Take care of your sisters. Take care of your brothers. Take care of your family. And very important, take care of yourself. All right? Because 2025 is going to be mad. It's going to be crazy. Trust me, a lot of things are going to happen in the world. I don't know what, but I have a feeling that it's going to be bad. Anyway, guys, girls, thanks for watching.